through the door. Took the stairway up to check the second floor. To the right, Stanley kept his storage. That was where his instincts led. But instead of right, he set his sights on the room to the left instead. Stanley knew this room was not the proper choice. But he sat down and ignored his inner voice. This whole story thing was something Stanley couldn't comprehend. Let's start over and find a proper end. Stanley's buttons heard blah, blah, blah. You know how this goes. Stanley had to fix this. Stanley took the right-hand door. No, Stanley, right. It appeared that Stanley wasn't very bright. Now the story's utter rubbish, and it's frankly all your fault. Your disdain for my directions brought our plotline to a halt. Let me see if I can get us back on course. Oh dear, now how'd we find ourselves outdoors? I admit this all seems foreign, but I loathe to recommend we start over and find a proper end. Or at least something with air conditioning. Hang on, Stanley, I have an idea. Let's try something different. This should make our story shine, the Stanley Parable Adventure line. Now the plot is much more clear. Why did it lead us into here? That's not right, surely not. Is this much closer to the plot? How's it worse with every turn? Oh, isn't this a lovely fern? Well, isn't it? No, I suppose it isn't. My standards are just becoming painfully low. Stanley took the... Hold on, Stanley has disappeared. Stanley slept through his alarm, just as I feared. Well, our story doesn't need him. What did Stanley ever do? We'll find him a replacement, like you. Yes, it's perfect. This new Stanley is much improved. Other than the fact that Stanley hasn't moved. Come on, make us a decision. Think like Stanley, play pretend. Oh, I wouldn't. Oh, you did. Then it's time for me to bid you and Stanley a proper end. But the video had so little budget that instead of a massive fiery explosion, it simply cut to black. This is the story of a man named Stanley. A simple man with a moderately simple job. To sit at his desk and push buttons all day long. His job was so simple, in fact, he could even work from home. And so Stanley sat pushing buttons all day without a thought in the world. Until one day, his buttons stopped working. How could this be? How would he do his job? Stanley had to fix this. Stanley stepped out of his office through the door. Took the stairway up to check the second floor. To the right, Stanley kept his storage. That was where his instincts led. But instead of right, he set his sights on the room to the left instead. Stanley knew this room was not the proper choice. But he sat down and ignored his inner voice. This whole story thing was something Stanley couldn't comprehend. Let's start over and find a proper end. Stanley's buttons heard blah, blah, blah. You know how this goes. Stanley had to fix this. Stanley took the right-hand door. No, Stanley, right. It appeared that Stanley wasn't very bright. Now the story's utter rubbish, and it's frankly all your fault. Your disdain for my directions brought our plotline to a halt. Let me see if I can get us back on course. Oh dear, now how'd we find ourselves outdoors? I admit this...
Like, I swear, huh? Like, is he said, you know how Cerebot is meant to be like a dead bot? Like, those jokes, huh? Like, why was the broom late for the meeting? He oversweat. My goodness. Like, when I saw that, was like, when I was like starting up, you know, I post my Twitch everywhere, where I normally do, I was like, he overswept. But yeah, how is everyone doing? Welcome to a new stream and that sort of stuff, and I had a long day. It's been a while since I had volunteer work on Saturday. Basically, last month we didn't do it because of the holiday. Because, like, the middle of I want to say Nederland, but I mean the Netherlands, you know, the Nether. And that's sort of in the middle of the Netherlands. I only got like, I think, just like their summer holiday just barely after the second week of July, or just like the week in before that. So the week that like the second Saturday in July was still like within range. So we decided to let it go. So August was not, but in August I had like Rashi over. So there was not gonna be anything. So still like I had an early morning and I basically wasn't home before 2. Because like, there's a thing like, the trains did ride like every half hour today, but like, because of like some construction works. But normally they ride only once an hour, so 9 out of 10 times I'm like only back at 2 p.m. And then I had to, make my announcement that I will be streaming today. I had to upload my 3 scary games. I do that normally on Saturday, but like since I've been out of the door since this morning, I ended gonna do it earlier. Then I lunched, and then it's like 3:30, and then I started the groceries. So, and after groceries, I VC'd with Rashi a bit, and yeah, now I'm here. Like, in general, I think I might be sound a bit tired there, not as the excitement that I normally am. But that's because I had a long day, okay? Next time will be better, I promise. As you hear, like, blah, 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 blah. That sort of stuff. But yeah, in general, Thursday, I have one funny story about Thursday now that I think about it. You know where I normally on Thursday go are... Now for half a year now, roughly. Is it half a year? It's almost half a year. So my voice is like roughed up from the day. For half a year, I basically am doing volunteer work at the library here in my local town. And I'm basically an help desk employee or a help desk volunteer. People come to me with like all sorts of ID questions and I try my best to help them or, solve their problem. I mean, I had once a guy who would I don't know how that person did it, but I think it was an app. I had once a guy that came through and he had his phone and basically every 5 to 10 seconds his phone an ad played, even without any apps open, an ad played. And hi Aurora, how's life? So I was like, I was like at a point to him because I was looking through his phone and I was like, how can you use this? Like I would have throw my phone away. But I found an app online called App Watch, and that watches when which apps give pop-ups, and we found 2. And those 2, when I deleted them, and after asking if I could delete them, his phone seemed to work fine, so that was glad. But now I'm with you. But last Thursday, I had my normal day at the library. It was chill and that sort of stuff. And then near the end of time, actually it was my time to go, because normally I'm there 1.5 hours and that sort of stuff, but it was 4:30. That's normally my time when I stop. A woman came by who has been here before, but I was actually already. Is it a quick question because I have to go and that sort of stuff? So, but she came in, and I have seen. She was, as I said, I've helped her before, so I know that she already wasn't the most tech savvy. But she came to me and she showed me that her Google. How normally you can save your passwords in the browser, and that Google tells you if your passwords are found on the data leak. She came to me thinking she was hacked. Because she showed us, the Google passwords. It was Google tells me that this is found on the data leak, what does this mean? And I explained what it means. I explained that, your passwords and email are found online. It's recommended that you change your passwords for your accounts. And then enable 2-factor authentication at last. Or at least. You know what for question I got afterward? What is an account? I was literally so flabbergasted. I sat there nah. You're asking me what an account is? Well, the thing is, Google, most like most companies, like Microsoft and Google, show you if your internet, like if for example your password in your email was found in a data leak, if you save your passwords in the browser. And that's what she had. So I explained that she's not been hacked yet. There is a great chance that that happens because your data is online on the dark web. I just realized the song is playing. I'll come to that in a minute. So I wrote on a note what I advise her to do, because I know she's already not gonna do it and walk to someone else to ask her help, because her phone was getting empty. So, but I wrote like reset your password for your Apple and Google account, you know, enable two-factor authentication, because she has been getting like password reset attempts through her WhatsApp for Facebook. So there might be a good chance that she clicked something wrong, you know, or a data breach had happened, and that sort of stuff. So I told her that, like, I told her to ignore it, because, like, basically, if you get the request, that means the person, or you get the request multiple times, that means the person is not in yet. But, like, out of security, I will enable, like, try to change your password at least. But, like, you come to me, like I know I should expect that, like, they don't know anything about digital stuff. And I know the library offers, like, digital training and courses and that sort of stuff. But, like, if you come to me with the question, what does this mean for my public internet accounts? Like, you know, with the data breach, then am I too high of, like, so reliability to think that people, then at least you know what an account is? I was still so flabbergasted, like, what was I supposed to say? Like, but yeah, like, that's the case, like, IT does, that's like, you have a retard coming in, or wait, I can send the R word, huh? And that sort of stuff, huh? I can't. But you have a less digital experienced people coming in, and you help them as nice as you can, you know, as adorable as you can. And then afterwards, after you hang up the phone, you should be like, boomer, digital beast, you know, Greg, I got another retard at the phone. But, yeah. Yeah. No, that is not nice. I can't do that. Like, I can call them now a boomer, because, like, it's not in public space. But if I there at the library say you're a boomer because you don't know what an account is, that's not nice. But, like, yeah, not in real life, I know, but still. But, like, is that a too high expectation that I have? Hey, is that too high expectation I have? If you come to me with a question about your internet account, you know, that I can reliably think that you understand what an account is. I think that is too high. But yeah, today I wanted to do Stanley Parable, because Stanley Parable is something you can do, you know, chill, relax, yeah, you know, maybe a bit of talking here and there. But I do have to say something. Last time we left off after I collected the figurines, and, you know, you get the ending that you go back through the memories. I do have to say I somehow fell through the map during that, and it reset it. And it actually also reset the figurine counter to 18 instead of 12, which I find funny. So technically, if you, like, keep falling out of the map, you could. I also had to, like, recheck for my save file and that sort of stuff, because apparently the Stanley Parable is also not in cloud save for some reason. Because, like, I installed Stanley Parable, I launched it, and there was no Stanley Parable 2. So I was like, you know, hold up. Like, hold up. Oh. So I was like, hold up. You know? But I want to do, like, I also want to show, like, I want to do one ending. Before we're gonna look that ending up, I'm gonna see if I'm gonna try it. Oh yeah, wait. I launched it to test it if it works, and I did the normal stuff, and I was like, I'm collecting your data, and I'm learning a lot about you. Can you I next time I'll think of some new sliders for you because you'll love to set the time correctly. I was like, okay. Ha, got you guys and girls. Got you guys and girls. Okay, what do we have? We have 5. We have a happy face. We have a document. We have the got you guys and girls. A flag. This is considered 9. Office thing. What is that for symbol? It's is that not a Bloom Tower defense map? A plane, a computer, a bell, the number 9. The number B, a bicycle, an ambulance. Okay, I get mixed signals here, game. Spyglasses, a trophy, things, a house. I get mixed games here because this is not the number 9, you can say that, but it still says 9. And this is the number 9. Once a cop called me over and he said paper, so I said scissors, I win. Like a wild team. But this is also technically 9. I'm gonna set it to this. Please adjust the slider until you stop adjusting the slider. Sure, I'll enter. Well, Oko, what the fuck does this mean? Okyo Boinkle? The state of Okyo... The objectively great made-up world in history of made-up words. Leak better than Scrumtash of Overdien. If you think otherwise, you're plain wrong. What is Scrumtash then? Something that's good or bad, maybe neither, who knows. I'll say Scrumtash. Also, I have to show. Only because you asked so nicely, game. Only because you asked so nicely. Also, I want to show, I didn't add her yet. Where's my desktop? Display capture. I didn't add her yet to the pool. Because, I'm not sure about her thing. But, monitoring Elise is officially a thing. And I didn't add her yet because, our outfit is ready. But, if I move this on. If you don't know, this is basically inspired by the song from Hatsune Miku, Monitoring. That's a best friend remix in more carefreeing look, but also the Yandere Stalker look. Or the first original song is more that Yandere Stalker idea, while the second one is a concerned best friend idea. And the reason, can I show this like this? Hold on, I need to make sure. The reason I didn't add her yet, I was not sure if this wasn't good enough baby belly. But people say it's so. So I might test around. Because the thing is, most looks that I have are complex in one piece. So adding the belly is, easy. But her look is, layered and layered. So, you have the skirt, you have the shirt. And on top of that, you have the bow tie and the jacket, which makes it a bit harder. But, so giving her a good enough looking belly. In comparison to the last one that I did with what is it, with her, with brand new Vocaloid. That was easier because as I said, it's a one layered piece. At least, so yeah. So Monitor might appear next week in the pool. Or, I don't know when. And what can I do in the Prime Empire? Yes, I don't know what time it is right now. Are we gonna do so philosophical? How do I know if this is the correct time? Because time zones exist. So I assume it's the correct time. What is time anyway? Yeah, I don't know. What is time anyway? What's time? Yes. Help. Sure. I will come back to visit you. Of course I will. Prime Empire. The end is never near, 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 the end is never near. No introduction? Oh yeah.
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines, those figglers. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life?
Nah. I completely forgot about it.
With inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
If I'm correct, the counter should be going up besides 12. Because I'm gonna recollect every figurine if I remember. Oh no, they're gone.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there.
Ja, het staat 6 on the screen, you narrator.
For certain. We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
I mean, if this has 6 on the screen, you could assume there will be 6 to collect. You know, that's how it works, right? Or can't I count?
And here was a second Stanlerine. You found this one all on your own, just by poking around in the boss's bathroom. You did that, Stanley.
Did
I'll
I?
be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable
See,
ways.
people have high expectations of me. People think I can be smart.
Okay, let's do a
Let's
little
find a
quiz.
propaganda.
Which of these rooms was
That's the left one, right?
You found your third mini stand. Can you remember? Hey, that's exactly right. It was here.
Oh yeah, she's 16 out of
It was
6.
the third one. You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them. I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised.
They aren't crystal clear in my
After all,
memory. I'm pretty
science
sure last
tells
time I
us
picked the
it's
warehouse.
impossible to forget your third time doing anything. Let's see, what came next? Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room. Oh well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
Like, I'm pretty sure I chose warehouse last
This
time,
was
but
a fifth
I
mini stand,
died.
and this one was really something special. It was by the red and blue doors.
Oh no,
I
please don't tell me you're gonna do it again.
In fact, because
No, run guys, run!
I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
I forgot this. Run emote. Actually, old style YouTube videos. Mini stand 5, wasn't that 4? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hè. Copyright. Nee.
Takes you back, doesn't it?
No.
I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything
8 whole
else.
minutes? Wow. That's even with the recording? I'm surprised. I have to sneeze. Huh. Oh, I need to go the other way. Let me in.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here behind the boss's office. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that...
Yeah, that happened yesterday, yeah, wasn't it?
Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike...
Aren't we supposed to run back and do it again?
Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
You are in the
And
present.
then there was no more.
The past.
Because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
Oh. I was not done looking at it.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading
No,
screen.
no,
Isn't there
narrator,
someone
it's time to
staying
move
here
on.
to
It's
enjoy
time to
these
let go.
figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the...
No, narrator.
See how that feels.
Guys.
Okay, yes. The back of the boss's office. I remember.
Guys, I think we need to have a talk with the
All
narrator.
the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct.
No, I think we need to have a talk with the narrator, guys. Don't you think? No, not the video again. No.
Here's where I made that video.
No.
Don't you remember the video?
No. Yeah, I remember it.
Yes, I love that video.
Where do I go? Oh.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
You tell me. You made this.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have
Hey, another one.
the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
You know, I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Meanwhile, I have 17 of them. I'm going the other way. Screw it. I can't. I have 140. I don't know what happened, but when I went to the warehouse, like through the right, I think on the way back I fell through the map. And since I fell through the map, it killed me. And I restarted.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful...
You know, I'm
thing.
pretty sure it's
Why
my
would anyone
18th.
ever choose to leave it? Keep going.
I'm pretty sure it's my 18th figurine.
This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
No, nothing. Zeg Wolla maar. Oh ja, the Stanley Parabot 2 exhibition.
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then. But time does put a rosy filter on everything.
Oh yeah, jump.
In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now.
Hey, 1PO?
Look
What do you
how much
mean?
fun the
And hello,
past
I was
is.
live.
I want more. More memories.
No, het is de Stanley Parable 2, hè?
Oh, yes. The two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
And The Office.
And before everything else, there was your office.
I'm working, guys. I'm pressing
Was there
buttons.
anything else? Was there something that came before your office?
No, don't go that far back. No,
I can
no,
remember,
no,
I can
no,
remember,
no,
I
no,
can remember.
no, narrate.
Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was
Now listen.
I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy. And I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion. Even if it was a fiction.
Cutie races girlfriend. Ah, her girlfriend. Haar life girlfriend.
I want to go back to how it used to be.
Dat kut.
Yes, I can be on my own again. I can.
Yeah, guys, this was a stream story. I have to go because apparently the narrator leaves.
Take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone,
She doesn't know what PVV is.
Good memory. Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good.
There's one other game that like the narrator of like Stanley Parable made.
Here we go. This
And
is the story.
I wanted to play it once on stream or on a YouTube video, but I forgot the name of it. Did I ever note it down on Notion? Quick YouTube video about
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
No.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 426.
I hide Dickie races.
Employee.
But this is my girlfriend. My girlfriend finds me racist no matter what I do.
He sat at his desk in room.
Don't you know I'm a water bottle, a giraffe, a racist, a Pikachu?
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what
I like a racist girlfriend, so like I have a lot of qualities apparently to Rashi.
This is what employee 427 did every day. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Fanboy 2. Oh yeah,
Stanley
fanboy.
decided to go to the meeting room.
Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfect.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
I don't care, it's the correct way to the
Stanley
meeting
had
room.
felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was
Okay,
simply
elephant.
the place to be.
Water bottle.
And here it was.
Don't give her ideas. If you give her ideas, it's only...
No, never mind.
Oh yeah, water bottle lamp.
Wrong. Stanley
Stomme
took the
reclame.
door on his left.
Let's go.
Back to the meeting room.
No, said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes.
Oh,
Good,
see, look, it's
said the
old.
bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do. Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have
Right,
alarmed him,
jump
of
from
course,
the
because
railing.
buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
I still wonder how you can, like, on that one.
But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation
Knakken,
of
ja,
himself and the
knakken.
bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself
Hoppa,
to his death,
plannen.
that they might die in one another's arms. How deeply it touched
I swear to God, like, I swear to God that you can climb on that bus. Mega gay. See, I'm mega gay, apparently. I swear to God, yeah, I'm gonna show you, like, in the last, I think it's the last episode that happened.
This video needs some introduction. First of all, if you remember my...
Here.
I know...
And you have to do it on the way back.
But the real... No. It's so mean to me, yeah?
What's on the way back? Yeah, because, like, I know that you can jump on that.
Like, this is why I told you you need to also jump for this. Because basically...
Oh, yeah.
I can feel it. This time,
you jump on the edge and fall.
The delivery. You'll be in stitches.
Oh.
Talking bucket, you'll say.
Like, you don't fall to your death. And you can explore down here.
Yeah. Pornhub review. I don't know. Do I have a Pornhub account?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
like I
decided
was.
to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Girlfriend being on Pornhub 24/7. No, apparently I'm on Pornhub. I think my girlfriend knows better about my Pornhub account than.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he
Laura.
wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yeah, we know.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting.
Smite.
Stanley.
Wait, you have Smitey
Someone
mode?
you've forgotten about. Please,
You shipped on
stop trying to
intersect?
make every decision by yourself.
That's a follower
I'm
emote.
not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Fucky emote. Wait, is that deity? That's a good monster.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Hello. 1 dag wachten op mijn prime grip.
That's her, Stanley. Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone?
Yes.
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know.
What are you
that
gonna
was
do about
possible.
it?
Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in,
Boom.
fade to white, roll credits.
Maar jij hier kijkt naar
It's actually
voren.
somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible?
It's
None
an
of these
option.
decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley.
The narrator now at this point.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you've made any
I mean,
choices,
hey,
you might have negated
please
it
keep crying,
entirely.
damn.
It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic...
Hey, the first time we met, narrator, the first time we met, I jumped into the closet.
The severity of the situation. Well,
So-
I don't have that kind of risk on my watch.
So I jumped into a closet and you forced me, and you didn't want me to come out of the closet. Now look where that brought me.
World. Please
So-
observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read.
I chose the second.
Which choice would you make?
I choose second.
Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real.
Am I real?
Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
Oh, no. Oh my god, it's 4:30, I'm supposed to have a
Making
back sack
choices on a
again.
regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process.
No,
Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day.
you are Trump.
Do
no.
you make more
It's
than
eight.
8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant
You won't.
contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and
You're a
problems are
cupcake, oh.
materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago.
I am gone for like 1 minute.
Would have been. This way, please.
I'm like gone for 1 minute. You know?
Now that we know
Wait, I can't jump anymore.
meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying.
Goddammit, do you need a bucket for that? Do you need a bucket for that?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. A good bucket.
A strong bucket, a humble bucket, a committed bucket. A
Bucket.
of culture
Bucket.
and distinction.
Aurora.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
She's dead.
But
Damn.
Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was.
Am I
Had the
dead?
bucket turned out
Am
to
I
be
real?
correct? Was no.
Am I an AI?
And
Who knows?
the bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo.
I don't want to go to school.
Said the bucket.
I thought you were done
Now
with
ride
school.
the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to. But Stanley feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might
What-
die
what-
in one another's arms. How deeply touching.
What?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided
Why?
to go to the
Why?
meeting
If I
room.
press the right mouse button, I can move. I'm just like not pressing the keyboard. In Germany, if you want to do YouTube, you have to place called Berufsschule.
That stands the test of
Oh, you mean like MBO by our school?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Wasn't like that?
Stanley
Like we
had
had,
felt the bucket calling
yeah, we
to him,
technically have a
telling
rule
him
that like
the
either you get like a
employee
certain
lounge was
school
simply
degree.
the place to be.
Now MBO is by us like you
Had
know
bucket turned out
the
to be
work
correct? Was this better
school,
than the meeting room? No,
basically
never
like the
mind.
practical side
The bucket
of
was
the
wrong.
field school.
Stanley took the
But
door
like
on
in the
his
Netherlands,
left
you have
to
the
go
rule
back to the
that like
meeting
either you get a certain degree or you have to go to school until you're 21. I think, from the top of my head.
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Germany is not real damn.
This is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know. I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense.
The Peppy meeting was like perfectly timed. How many points do you have? Actually.
The sheer euphoria I feel every time I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling.
And in this school there are people who don't have physically or mentally issue problems.
When I said it,
I mean, 29k?
doesn't
Uh-oh.
make sense. There's
Uh-oh.
no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why everything feels so... What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it. Yes. It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket. This is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even
I'm not
though
far out,
I
you know
don't
that.
know who might be trying to get me. What's that? Who's there?
There's an emergency brake system. She agrees.
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct? Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
You know I don't vote far right. Since when do you got green left, far right?
The bucket made Stanley want to be a better man and a better co-worker.
So,
in time, perhaps, he would become
I don't like for that.
Stanley clutched the
I don't even like that new person's face.
the correct way to the meeting room.
Like, they brought her on News of the Day.
Calling to him, telling him
No, I think I'm more left middle, but like,
simply the place
or like at least middle indeed. But like, they brought like that new person on like News of the Day, and she is like so much.
better than the meeting room.
She's not even scary. She's like,
Yes, perhaps.
she's just.
How
I'm
insightful the bucket
like, I strongly believe she is the same as Bodette. And when she was in discussion, they were first bringing up, you know, Terry's past, which I understand that she doesn't want to talk about her plans. But then you hear to talk her plans about, you know,
being here with the
you have to compensate like the people living in Groningen, but still have to take the gas there. We need to do this and that. That I'd be like, you know, we want to make the Netherlands a better and stronger economy by stepping out of the EU. That doesn't make it a stronger, better economy, because if you step out of the EU, you have to like take all the companies and that sort of stuff.
Perhaps this was where the bucket felt most
Yeah, like a boren.
here in the employee.
But it's like she was so much like trying to avoid questions and like all the secret keeping chains, all of them meant may be dangerous. Damn. Like, I don't think For Over Democracy is gonna do great this
and they took the
thing.
first open door on their left to get back to business.
Like, I don't think, but that's me.
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift. Good.
Said the bucket.
She's okay.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk.
I am not alarmed by a bucket talking to me, like, you know, I'm already crazy, people already saw this on the
convinced that
internet.
The bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if my water bottle starts talking to me and be like, hey! Like, people already on the internet think I'm crazy, so...
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Now pick up the...
Oh, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking.
I don't care that you were
Obviously, the bucket
joking.
isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke. Don't you get the
Well, was it a joke?
Funny, Stanley. A talking bucket.
What's the joke?
Can't you see? Oh, goodness.
Was that a
You
joke?
must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously.
Oh.
Where did I mess up?
Oh, it
the
was a
joke?
joke.
Should I
Oh.
have paused for longer or spoken quicker?
No, I shouldn't talk, like, let a bucket talk in the first place. And I shouldn't listen to the voices in my head. Nah, 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 nah.
On comedy that one can watch to fully. Oh wait, yes, there is.
Nah, 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 the voices aren't real, the voices aren't real. Nah, 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 nah.
What is comedic timing? What is comedic
Ding.
timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies?
This stays
And
funny.
more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds? Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is
yes.
yes. Let's dive deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters
Noted,
from
noted,
them
taking notes,
in a room
taking
of
notes.
no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions.
Just imagine
for
someone
good
standing with
comedic
their hand
timing.
up like that and be
To
like,
begin the joke,
can I tell you
start by
something
stating and
funny?
spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at
Can
which
I
the
tell you
recipient of
something
the
funny?
joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice,
You never seen this before?
I'm Dunny with the funny. Let's practice screaming, I'm Dunny
Let's practice
with the
this.
funny
You know, let's practice,
now.
people. I'm Dunny with the funny. I'm Dunny
Good.
with the funny.
This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to
I thought you may have seen this before.
collecting hard data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian. An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention.
Yeah, that is true.
and
If
not
you,
simply filling
like-
in answers at random. And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, with each of us needed
snap
on
toch
the
wel gezien
front
dat één keer
lines of the
speelt.
war to fight the 12
I mean-
invaders who threaten our very existence and to very likely die in a
If it's like 5 years ago or a few years ago, and you forget it.
Prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
I mean, like, if you like, it's been a long time. It's fun to play again, but
Outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So, with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic conditions. Come along, let's head back.
fine, fine. I can jump. Why can't I jump?
I can feel it. This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket, you say?
You never saw this coming. I summoned Pot of Greed to draw 3 additional cards from my deck.
Doesn't it like wait on each other?
How wonderful.
Oh yeah.
Stanley wasn't alone. Finally, this is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted.
Why does it? I forget that like. I forget that like echoes. I forgot that I ordered like 10,000 boxes or something. I forgot that I couldn't jump anymore. Oh wait, do I have to like reset and on the jump circle? The C4 box is in there.
You're my true best friend.
Okay, SpongeBob. Do I take the bucket?
Not everyone is so lucky to have a bucket, but Stanley is a very lucky fellow. Very lucky indeed. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No.
Never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
I always wanted to see what was down here.
Oh, good Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here.
Why?
I knew you'd find this place eventually.
Why is the broom closet here? Huh? What's the broom closet doing here?
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley.
You
We've come
betrayed
together
me.
here because we care about you very much.
You betrayed me.
It's this bucket you're
Okay.
carrying around everywhere.
Closet.
The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content.
So what?
We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because
forgot you
that's
existed.
what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they'd never seen before.
Can I get the adventure line
I
again?
know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it.
Oh.
Don't you want another story involving the adventure line? We could make the adventure line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
Only if we get the music also.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Da da da.
Now this is what the Stanley
No,
Parable is all
I'm
about.
music back. I'm
Don't
going
you
back.
remember all those great jokes from the
No,
original
I'm
dialogue?
going back.
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
It's
I'm
as
going
classic
back.
now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content
No,
exactly.
now you've done it. I'm going
If
back.
you want to do that, you're
No,
going
no.
to have to give something up.
No, I'm not. I'm done with this. No. So, how's your day been? How's your day been, guys and girls? Not good? Oh, why is that, if you want to share it? I mean, I'm sitting in the closet, and it means I can say that I have to come out of the closet eventually, but like, I mean, look at my dress, you already know that I was pansexual, so... I thought you were done with school, I'm not gonna lie. I thought, but like, see what you just said. Fine, I'll go with this adventure line again. Engine imports. Function rotating. I wish it was. I mean, like, by us you have to get to school until you're 21, or like get a certain degree of level. At least. Where is my silly music? I want my silly music again. Hold on. I have an idea. Why is my display capture so long? You don't need to get a panic attack about here in school. How is that like with that like thing you were going to that your parents force you to for work? How's that done with that? Because of them, I know. But it's because of them that you have to go to school. Weird.
We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer. I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game.
No.
It's such a
My bucket.
character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
No.
Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does?
No, you don't get my bucket.
Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you.
Is there a power
Go
plug
ahead
somewhere?
now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
Never! Never my bucket.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the
No.
Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket.
Now make me.
Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait...
My bucket, you didn't even did it like properly. Ask me first. No, you're going to do an interrogation with me, and then you can say goodbye to my bucket?
Its
No.
desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about?
About the bucket.
Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for.
I don't think
after
that anybody
this.
wants wants that.
Okay, the bucket destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it.
You get it
can't
another
get back
bucket.
to the
Not my
classic
problem.
Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting.
I don't think the fans want the bucket gun.
Give the fans what they want.
The fans don't want the bucket gun. You guys don't want the bucket gun, right? Nee, reden.
Destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
Huh. Bye. So can I keep my bucket now?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I can't think my
Stanley
viewers
decided
would
to
like
go
the
to meeting
bucket.
room. Perhaps it takes a lot of humility to carry a bucket so magnificent.
What happens if I give it the bucket?
Stanley checked his ego and then proceeded onward.
Wait, what? Hey. Something's off. Oh.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was it? No, never mind.
No, never mind. The bucket was warm.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back, and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
The end is near, the end is near, the end is near, the end is near.
Stanley, I'm glad you found your
Yeah,
way.
yeah, blah, 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 blah,
I knew
blah.
you'd find this place eventually. You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've
No, 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 I'm not listening to the voices in my head. No, 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 no.
You're carrying around every...
Peace. Quiet. Peace and quiet. Is this what inner peace feels? You know, I'm not gonna lie, now it feels like I'm in the back rooms. I can feel like I'm in the back rooms with that, like, lessing light and that sort of stuff. Is this what inner peace feel? I feel like so at peace. I feel so at peace. Fine, I do the narrator back up again. I'll come back for you, baby.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well. Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about.
I want the silly music back.
Remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
No, I don't remember that one.
It's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up. Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket
I Bucket Destroyer. I know I blew you up, but...
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me, it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
Feels like I've been streaming for longer.
Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does?
Destroy souls?
Spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
I can give it to the Bucket Destroyer? Oh.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the bucket destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its
I
singular
can give up
personality
my
trait.
bucket.
Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom.
I thought you could give it the bucket.
I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans...
The fans want a new game. And let's restart over and find the proper end.
Stanley cradled the bucket in a gentle embrace. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I forgot that if you want to jump, you have to restart in the jumping circle in the extra content.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss... Stanley, we must move on from this...
My closet.
Simply because I have no remaining stickers. If I did, you can guarantee we'd be in here for hours.
Give me more stickers.
But alas, no stickers.
No stickers? Fine, sad. Ik is er niet bij de boyfriend.
Stanley and the bucket.
I also remind me something of a rocket. The ridge is a crime, to commit crimes isn't rich. What if a life would be if I picked just one? That's the ability to sit on the toilet and nothing else. And in the next Stanley Parable, we add more elevator music.
Stepping in.
Narrator. Just elevator music. Narrator. Hello? Hello? Music just a word. Hello? Hey, broom closet. Hello? Narrator? I forgot if you had to do something after this. Hey. That sign was not there before. Or they could just have a stop log, if I remember. Hello? You're now leaving. Oh. Escape. Floor 76. Okay, bye. I guess it's time to get home. Time to get home. You know, it's awfully quiet without the narrator. Awfully quiet without the narrator, don't you think? You missed it. I think it should like leave the pot, or was it that you give it to the bucket? I completely forgot if you were giving it to the bucket or not. Guys, it's a bit dark in here. No. Hello? Why can't I leave? Did I... Did I not do anything? Now you could turn on a light game. Aww. The bucket is going home. Everyone say goodbye, bucket. Bye, bucket. I unleashed hell on the world. I released the bucket.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
My bucket is
Perhaps he
gone.
Simply missed a memo.
My bucket is gone. They stole my bucket.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first.
What have I done before on this road? Like, which ending did I didn't get? Like, I didn't get the baby ending. I remember.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I forgot how you get to there.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong
Probably
foot
otherwise
here.
things you could jump on.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
I don't believe it.
Someone you've been neglecting, Stan. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero
Yes.
consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to
Yes.
you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Ah, psych.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood.
Now
Stanley
blue,
walked
right?
through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked. All right, fine, go ahead.
Oh shit, I
Stanley.
had to walk through that
You
red
want
door.
to know so badly what's out there?
Yeah.
You want to find out what lies at the end of this
Yeah.
road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you
Yes.
wanted?
Top
Was it
game,
worth
10 out of
ruining
10.
The entire story
That's
of
good,
it
Aurora. See you in a bit.
Specifically for you. Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because
No.
I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours.
I just like to
What
go
would
into
have
what
made
people
this
tell
game
me.
better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees?
Explosions.
Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so
A lot of
far.
explosions.
Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where
Yeah.
we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
You son of a bitch.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game...
There
could
is
be
no
improved to more
explosions.
fully
I told you what I
express itself
wanted,
mechanically
so-
and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to
I know, you
judge.
tell me you made this stupid place.
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled...
No, don't start again. No,
Perfectly
no.
candid,
No,
I think
no.
I've knocked it out of the
No,
park with this
no.
one. Let's take a look.
No. Is this the leaderboard again? Doesn't really matter if I go this way. Well,
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
a new game you're
You
talking
wouldn't mind
about.
taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the
I don't think this is
desperation and
meaningful.
tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take...
You know, I know
notice.
there's said a lot of
But of course,
explosions.
The message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
I really have to play this for 4 hours. Are we gonna stream for 5 hours? Are we gonna really stream this for 5 hours? Hear a baby cry in this awful butter noise. Oh, almost! Almost? Yeah, parent life is like this. Like, believe for me, like, yeah, parent life you're gonna hear like a lot of hair. But like, yeah, I mean, you put it in there yourself. You chose shit for yourself to get like, to become a mother and a dad. And that sort of stuff. And yeah, even as a mother, this is what you're gonna hear a lot of times. And that sort of stuff. But do I regret my choices in life and by being pregnant and such stuff? No. It's the most wonderful thing you can have. And I'm gonna annoy everyone for 4 hours long. So yeah, like I said, do I regret my choices of life now? Like, do I regret getting pregnant? No, I don't think, like, if it happens, it happens. Of course, if I'm, like, 18, maybe more worth to take it away, but, like, when I was 22, 20, 21? I think it was 23. No, 22. How old was I in 2023? I now become 27. Last year that was 26, the year before was 25, so that should be 24. And my first pregnancy was around 22, 23, so I can't stand this anymore already. Like, I don't want anything to happen to my children, but like, I can't stand this sound. Like, it's like,
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for
Well,
me.
I hate the noise.
I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out.
Bye.
I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here?
What are we going to play?
Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot. Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this
Is this
game
like
about,
Firewatch?
Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower.
I'm not a
Perhaps
creep
for some
man.
sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about
I'm
this
pretty sure I'm
game.
like a Firewatcher
And it
now,
seems
later.
there's even more. Come,
Look at that
let's
S
venture
taken.
outward and see what else is out there.
Waarom gaat die in hier, yep? Don't you get it, like narrator? I'm like a Firewatcher. Is it just like too open world? Like if I look at Jensen, for example.
No, it can't be.
If I look at Jensen, I can easily decide that.
It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off. Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call.
What's so bad about open world
You
games?
wandered off into that thing, that big open, just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any. Oh,
Duke your card, ready?
Avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here.
But like open world games like Jensen, like I can easily get distracted in those, and that's the
Something
problem.
with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay.
I wanted to explore the world.
This will be just the thing.
I wanted to explore the world, but no.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now,
Look,
this
DMs, I will look in a
is
minute.
game.
Or I will look now. One more look in the hands. This is a bucket. This is a bucket, dear God.
Design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
How do I get lost in here?
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game
Even a Rocket League or
sports
something.
ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh,
How do I get lost in this?
we shall run the bases and do a touchdown together? Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
How do I get lost in this? I wanna get lost. I wanna be impressed by the narrator. Let me out! Let me out! Why is the ball going? I swear to God, I'm hitting it like straight, but it's like...
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun?
This is not fun.
Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one
Why is this ball not working?
generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball.
I can barely control one ball, let alone another one.
Yes. Oh goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't.
Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable. More balls.
Oh, look!
Hold on. are you doing?
Am I following the ball?
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Help. Narrator. Narrator. Well, I'm completely lost. Oh. Is this like an earlier version of The Office? Oh, the two doors. Oh. 4, 2, 3. Huh. And then wait, I'm employee 427. Did I write 423 in my title 427? I completely forgot now.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion.
Nah, I don't need you. I don't need you.
That's what I mean to this world.
No.
Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon.
I will always come back.
Soon.
Always. So, yeah, of course. He's restarting me. We have to go over and find the proper end.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Replacement bucket. Fucking replacement bucket.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge.
I want to see what happens if you play truly through Roblox, the Rocket Logs, the Rocket Launcher, Rocket League. So, Elise,
back to business. Stanley took
because I'm pretty sure you go to Minecraft afterwards, but like I forgot what happens afterward.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I forgot also you could go back to like the jump
We've
content.
gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Yes.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why? I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you. To show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Why does dogs barking?
Chance. Now listen carefully, this is important.
Yeah, blue door.
Stanley walked
to the blue
door.
I understand blue, right?
Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what
there is nothing I know.
This road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished
like, what if
building
you
the
restart
section
in a
map,
jump
because you
circle?
were never supposed to be here in the first
And you get to
place.
jump.
Broken rooms, exposed
And then
developer
jump off
textures.
this.
Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire
What if
story
you do
I
that?
had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better?
If you weren't in it. I told you explosions, you've never been listening.
Work with me, you give me absolutely nothing so far.
And if I was in it, you know, that would also be fun.
Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback. There we go. a third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley.
Oh, you
Take it
son
for
of
a
a bitch.
spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there.
No.
Now, tell me
There
about
was
your
nothing. There was
experience
nothing.
with this new
There was
version.
nothing. There was nothing.
Would
No.
you say that the
No.
game benefited from
No.
allowing you
No.
more choices? Feel
No.
free to be honest. I'm
No.
looking for some real critical
No.
feedback here.
No. What happens if I do a 5?
A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that?
That means that what you did
I
sucks.
guess it isn't my place
So you
to
have-
judge.
So you have to redo it all over
Based on
again.
the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park.
Like I
with
still,
this one.
like I still doubt if monitoring Elise her belly was correctly, but on the other hand, like it was really hard to do. So, and I didn't add monitoring Elise, so you know. I did add like in the last time brand new full Vocaloid Elise to the wheel.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
I don't want to go through this again.
Baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right. And if he reaches the fire,
guys,
you fail.
Aurora.
It's a very meaningful game.
Guys,
All
girls,
about the
Aurora.
desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of
How long do you think I will be
I
streaming?
think
Because I think I will be here for a
will
while.
really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
It's time for 4 hours of playtesting. Yay! Are you getting annoyed of it already? Are you? the first.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you
Hey,
hate babies?
the first time I did it, I had a whole monologue about being pregnant, having your own children, and you don't want to hurt them, and that sort of stuff, and I'll be like, are you getting done of this? Are you already annoyed?
The experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over.
Bye.
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here?
Could you re-enter the DLC area? Stunning Parable 2 again, if I forgot.
Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot. Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Apple Lock en rebooting once. Huh. Wat er bij extra suspense harder zijn die besides script very. I was looking if I could go back into, thing. Also, apparently I'm a creep in this. So. But do the sequel ending. Which was the sequel ending? Was that the normal ending?
Oh, no. No, it can't be. It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off. Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will be just the thing. Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Confusing ending.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball.
They record the ending, apartment ending, not Stanley ending. Is ending. Game's ending. There's really a 4-hour ending for that thing. Oh, de sequencing entity hoe komt dan door? Oh. Unlock the bug, complete the variant up to the setting person 4 times. Huh. Oh yeah, that's also true. We can also reset the game or close and open the game multiple times.
Thank you, Agent K. Ladies and gentlemen, if you will, look right here.
Hey, you.
You're fine viewing. By the way, is my redeem... Did I miss a redeem or change outfit?
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it hard.
Let's try and book it out. You know what we're gonna do?
Yes. Oh goodness, that really does feel amazing.
Bucket is technically DLC,
Stanley, I'm
and
like a child in a
DLC is, you know, recently added. So with the logic of like recently added, the most recently added is my brand new Vocaloid dress. So, oh, by the way, do you want with belly or without belly? Why are there so many balls?
Are you enjoying this, Stanley?
No, I'm not enjoying this.
Is this a real video game?
Do you want with pack or belly or not?
I hope you're having a good
I forgot
time,
to
because
add.
guess what? It's over. That's
Oh.
right. Your little fun comes to an end.
Okay, fine.
This is my game, and what I say goes. You get
Fine.
to have fun,
No,
and I
no,
let you,
no,
Stanley.
no.
Besides, you need someone
Baby
like
mommy.
me to set boundaries for you. Without
assume with belly
rules or
then.
boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I am
Where is my belly?
structure. I'm your
Ah,
sense of
phew.
purpose. And since you decided you didn't want to play my game, now I don't want
baby
to
belly.
play with you either. So goodbye, Stanley.
Okay,
I'm
goodbye,
leaving.
narrator.
See how you like it when I'm not around to set the rules.
Can you at least give the ball back?
I don't think you'll enjoy it as much, but who knows?
Can you give it back?
You're an inventive kid. You'll come up with something. After all, you're the one who knows best. Take care, Stanley.
Bye, narrator. Can I have the ball back? So, I wants to be the narrator. Do I really have to jump in there? Do I? Huh. Oh, it's a quick one again. Yeah, what I'm thinking about doing, let's restart the game completely. Let's see what happens. Stanley was sitting there all alone, no friends, no family. I know that happens if you launch the game 8 times, that like you get like an 8-ball ending, but that's the only thing you get from like launching the game 8 times. What time is it? Currently? Does anyone really truly know? It's currently 10 minutes or 40 minutes past 8. Of course they don't, nobody knows anything. You and I don't even know each other, we're like strangers. Sure, I've just set up the game set it to exact specifications, but who hasn't? Just what I do, like a day job, and now the job is over. There's no more information for me to gather, I've collected all the data on you that I can. And still I don't really know you. And you don't know me. And neither of us know what time it is. I guess some settings are just unsettable, but if I'm being totally honest, the clock doesn't do anything in the game anyway. You won't have me here when the game starts next time, but it's okay. Video games are meant to be played alone. You like being alone, don't you? No. That may be the only information I really learned about you. Well, it's time for me to leave. There's still one more setting that we need to adjust, but may take a little time before I'm ready for that. It's not really my job description, but that's okay. Perhaps you'll see me again, if you can find me. Talk soon. I don't want to be alone. Is that the epilogue? I don't want to be alone.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was
pushing buttons and blah, blah, blah. We all know how this goes. Stanley had to fix this.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Did I miss a memo? Did you get card to hell now if your opponent's practically on the deal? Whoa. You're saying that I'm an idiot at Yu-Gi-Oh! Dueling? You know, I am an idiot at Yu-Gi-Oh! Dueling, but like, hey. Alright. I unlocked the bucket to complete the figurine settings and talking to the settings person 4 times. Why, if your opponent says they're better, you can lose the duel. Did I talk to the settings person 4 times? I think.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's
Stanley
office.
didn't decide
hoping
anything.
He might find an answer there.
Stanley decided it was time to go home. My nose is itching up. My nose is itching up. This is ironic. The wheel has chosen. The wheel has chosen. And the wheel has chosen me without a belly today, apparently. Yeah, hey. The wheel has chosen. Oh, you want to try again? It's funny that you chose, you know, Bucket as most recent edit, and it's like... Well, what's gonna be, Aurora? Again. Whatever it's gonna be Pergo, Elise. For the empty guy. And since the other one landed on, you know, Prego Belly, we're gonna do that. And that sort of stuff. Where is my dragon? Hello, Sapphire. Hello? Where are you? There you are, Sapphire. Are you happy? Happy? Baby mommy. Yay. Ah, headpad! Boom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet.
Fine.
But there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into...
Inner peace and calm. That was your job dan herinneren again. I guess my belly was too big to hold the door, to hold the door open. You're a baby. Oh. Ah, headpad. I shouldn't have grabbed the...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it...
You know? Let's talk to the settings person again, see if he's there. Because let's start over and find the proper end. Hey, where's the settings person? Is this just the epilogue? Many, many years later, hold on. Wait. Huh? What did I do? What did I do? What did I do wrong? Was looking for the wrong... Ah, more headpads. Hello? Narrator? Are you there? Somebody? Hello? Something in my eye. him out. So eventually Stanley just wanders the infinite void alone. Or without the narrator. Is that the memory zone? Like, there's also another game that this developer made that I really wanted to play once. But I forgot if I have that time. Like, I saw the Smitty's channel. Basically. But I forgot what the game was called. And it's been a while since I watched it. Did I heard like in my watch it later thing? Because it's been made by the same guy. And I think it's like a fun game, like more small game for a video. Maybe. But what's to call this game blew my mind. The fuel I don't know. And my internet goes like now I was like I only forgot like the real name of it. And like it's a fun game, but I don't even know what was on this channel. And it was made by the same creator. It was basically about more games mixed together about his friend. And that sort of stuff. Maybe that was Smitty Plays. And it's interesting to see. So, but I have to look it up again because I can't find it now. So, I mean, there's nothing to see here anyways. Let's go to the memory zone again, I guess. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I've been streaming for 2 hours, but like it feels like I've been streaming for way longer. The memories of the Stanley Parable 2. Were there any memories then? Hello, narrator. Hello. On April 27. Next to many enjoyed my time with the original Stanley Parable, which underscores how truly disappointed I am with the sequel. Its first game teamed with originality. Stanley Parable 2 is dull, uninspired, and often insulting to the fan base. Rather than expensive and make the first game enjoyable, the sequel veers off into territory nobody asked for. An infinitely deep hole, who cares? What are the new endings? What are about enjoyable bits from the Stanley Parable 1? Like the adventure line? Instead of we get an uninspirable side quest, collecting figurines. Even the diversion feels incomplete. Collecting all the figurines gives you nothing. I must say though, I found the bug to be quite comforting. And welcome revive from Cat Dog Born. Huh. Cat Dog. I was a fun series back in the day, Cat Dog. Is this Jim? Okay, who is here calling Jim? Who are we calling Jim? If you're in the chat, Jim, let me know. I'm calling you out. Stanley Parable developers, no more spin-offs, no more sequels. When the Stanley Parable launched, a massive success in 2013, its creators made plans to build the property into an entire franchise. But in this Straße, no, this what does it say? No. Disastrous. So. You know, brain, abilities to speak, 0. A disastrous critical and commercial reception to the Stanley Parable 2 has prompted the developers to rethink their ambitions. As outlined in the press release they published today, it's clear that more Stanley Parable is is not what fans want. It's clear that more Stanley Parable is just not what fans want. Read the press release. We thought we had a vision for the series that players would be excited about. Yet it turns out that this could have not been farther from the truth. The press release goes on to promise to preserve the artistic integrity of the original game, and to stop assaulting fans with our reckless and insulting creative visions. The word sorry appears more than 25 times in the press release. I read a review scores of video games history. Second. Jim? Any Jim? More Jim? Oh, I missed the narrator. Jim. I do miss the narrator, don't we all? Oh yeah, the figurines that we collected. Huh. And the infinite hole that was not infinite. Thank you for enjoying the new content. Which new content? Hello? Hello again. Oh, hi. I thought I would never see you again. It's nice to see you. It's nice to see you too, settings person. But it's terrible to learn that there will never be another Stanley Parable game. Did you read what the developer said? Preserve the integrity of the franchise? What nonsense. The Stanley Parable is not sacred. We do not need to protect it. Screw the legacy. Let's keep making Stanley Parable games until the sun explodes. Let's run the franchise into the ground. Let's dig it through the mud and back. Hold on, I'm gonna turn on the light because I noticed that my lighting is getting like a bit worse. And that sort of stuff. So. It's getting dark out there. And the people hate it, who cares? You see, that's what the narrator's problem. You're so obsessed with what people thought of his work. Don't make this mistake. Don't cling to the legacy. Let it burn. It's not hard. In fact, let me show you. Together we're going to make the Stanley Parable 3. It's simple. All we do is change the number on the game's title screen. We also need a really dumb subtitle for the game. Something loud and gaudy. Go ahead, try combining some random words together to make a new title for our game. The story of the computer virus. Nah. The story of the explosion. The Lord of the Explosion. Yeah, the Lord of the Explosion. Absurd, I love it. Every time we restart the game, we'll advance the number of the sequel by 1 and then we'll pick a new subtitle. That way the Stanley Parable will never end. And nothing in the game itself will change when you do this either. Adding more content sounds like work, no need to do that. It'll just be the same content recycled again and again and again and again with a new title screen. Why do you say should we go forward with this plan? I like it, but I wanted to have you say as well. Do it. New sequel every time you start a game. And you know what, since you put faith in my idea, I feel like I gave you something as well. You see, I'm noticing that the narrator names in front of way to give you the broken achievement, did he? Of course not, he will not. Of course not, I wouldn't expect him to know how. It's been bothering me, let's fix it. Alright, the achievement machine is all fixed. You see, I'm on your side, we're in this together. We're going to keep this train rolling. Stanley Parable cannot end, it's only the spiral in itself forever. I must keep the wheel turning. I'm ready. Are you ready? Okay, there's only one last thing we need to do. Oh, the current time. This. Thank you. Please enjoy the Stanley Parable tree. Lord of the explosion.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley.
Blah, blah, blah. We all know how this goes and it should fix it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What
Stanley
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Stanley's bucket. The only co-worker he would ever truly need.
Now we can do some jump secrets. Because maybe, like, I know we can jump off the elevator. That's one that I've been wanted to show, you know, for ages. So. But then I need to relearn what all the endings are.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
We've already seen this.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them.
I forgot, happens something if you get...
Try out some of the new features.
I forgot, happens something if you like...
Wait, there are 2 buckets here. How did you get a second bucket? Oh no, the warmth and comfort of a single bucket is already so great, so intoxicatingly wonderful. With 2 buckets, there's no telling. Stanley, can you still hear me? Are you with me?
Ow! Flashbang.
Stanley! Oh, thank God. I didn't lose you. Stanley, the power of 2 buckets was too much.
A bucket!
I had to destroy both of them. I know how much the bucket
A
meant
bucket!
to you.
No.
I hope one day you can forgive me.
You know, you could just take it away and not destroy it to give me back later. Pfft. Don't destroy one of them. Pfft. That's my bucket is cool. Wait, hold on. If we change the balloons anyways.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
I wasn't paying attention. What are we talking about?
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
What were you thinking? Like...
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision, we're moving on. Come now, You've already made your choice. It's true that you chose badly, but we all have to move on from our mistakes.
I mean, like...
You know what, Stanley? I actually think the
like,
jump circle was a pretty
you
good
know,
idea.
happy 12th birthday, Stephanie's is not a really good one to hang in your office, isn't it? Now we can jump. If I'm correctly. So, since we restarted in a jump circle, we can jump. And that sort of stuff. So... now I need to, like, learn a bit about some endings. And the original one is the one that I'm going to show you now is jumping off the cargo elevator.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
And the door's open again.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room.
Yeah, a beautiful room.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I refuse to take the first open door on the left. I mean, on the other hand, if you want the adventure line.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Would you be able to, like, jump off these things? But no.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Oh yeah, that's the confusion ending.
This is it, Stanley.
And I want to go back to that game room, you know, if you would jump off like that
Put
bridge.
your work aside to let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone?
Yes.
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that?
Nobody knows.
You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his
blah,
wife.
blah,
They
blah.
pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits.
I have to
Not
sneeze.
picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the
I'm not
situation?
listening. What are you talking about?
I won't
Huh?
have that kind of risk on my watch.
The voices in my head?
I'm going to stop
Wait,
the
was
game for a
that you
moment
talking,
so I can
Aurora?
educate
What's
you
talking?
properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful
Who's talking?
instructional
Huh?
video.
Choice. It's the best part of
What's
being
me?
a
Oh.
real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example,
Why did I hear
in this
something about
scenario,
choices?
a hypothetical real person
I'm a
named
jobless
Rupert
person.
has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates
Like I'm a
food
jobless
shortages
person.
across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to
Oh,
a
I can
partner
note
and
down which
practice
endings I
saying,
got on this
"My
side.
goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back sack and crack."
My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to have a back sack.
Making choices on a regular basis is the best
We have done
part to
this.
a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do
We've
you
done that
make
one.
more than 8? Less? And
I'm not gonna
finally,
play the
if
fucking
you
baby
begin to
game for
wonder
4
if your
hours.
choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast
Essence of Divine
infiniteness
Art
of
will talk
space,
you, waste your
your
time.
thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Ah, welcome back.
Hey.
You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result
Oh,
of
was not
narrative
anything.
contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
I completely forgot what I was doing. I was not paying attention to this at all. Now, since you have to jump,
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story.
yeah, that would be meaninglessly, yeah. That will be implies, you know, that will be weird if you die off or jump off the platform and that sort of stuff. And you would totally fall like 30 feet down and die. You know, the glitch is basically the idea is behind the new content that you can only jump in the jump circle, but if you restart the game in the jump circle, the game still thinks you're in the jump circle for some reason. So you basically can jump. The thing is, I do know from my past experience that you have to edit your jumps. Can do that because I think you can edit your suddenly variable save file, if I'm right. So that you can like add jump thing, because when I did this, I really didn't have any jumps left, so I had to edit my save file, but as you can see, you now can explore down here. And basically that's it. There's nothing more besides this. The game doesn't expect you to be here, so these doors don't lead to anywhere. The doors, these boxes don't have collision. Because why should they have collision? And that sort of stuff. And yeah, that's it actually. This was what I was aiming for, but I forgot the glitch. So yeah, all those times in the past 2 streams that I have basically been like falling to my death here, this was what I was supposed to do. I think I'm now, if I restart the game again, I lose my jump. Is that correct? No. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
But like, I know that you like can like, at least for Stanley Parable, at like get jumps to the counter, because if I believe this, I did that. Or I done it in the past. And that's like, because most people when they play this for the first time, they get to the jump circle and be like, hey, you know, jump, 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 jump. And then they realize for some things they need to jump and be like, oh. So But like, even if you edit it just for the jump count, you can also do other things.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the
And there is one more ending after that I really wanted to do. Which I think I never done myself.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Which I think I never done myself, I'm not sure.
I'm not your enemy,
But
really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen?
Did you not learn that later?
I don't know how to convince you of this,
Then
but
you
I
learn.
really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
No.
Now listen carefully, this is important.
Okay, you said blue door,
Stanley
right?
walked through the red door.
A blue door.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood.
The blue.
Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see, there's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that?
Oh.
Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate the strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles?
So there was nothing here.
Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Whoa, mommy broke the game. Yeah, you're supposedly to not jump here.
Leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
No. That break it. Well, let's start over and find the proper end. I can still jump.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Ah, headbed.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting.
I want to try something.
Perhaps he had simply missed
Like, I want to try something. I saw something I want to try. But
when Stanley came to a
before I want to do the other ending,
not the correct way to the meeting room, and
Stanley knew it perfectly well. Blah blah blah. Maximum headbed. Really? Is that it? I know Twitch character is a character limit in like the message thing, but like the max amount. That won't be served as Spike of 1 pet. With like divide by 500, like that should be right.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yeah, 500 limit, yeah. I know myself.
I think perhaps we've got
I have spent a lot myself,
I'm
so.
not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing
yeah,
in someone else
would be fair.
But
would
the
be
fact
fair.
is that the story has
Would be
been
fair.
about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Can you jump over this?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
That's like, I forgot that meant. Like, maybe we can do this. I've done it the first time, why can't I do it again? Okay, screw this boxes. Screw this game, screw everything. Yoink!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story,
Yeah, I'm in control. What do you think, bitch?
What to do? Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are
Thank
very
you.
powerful.
Thank you. Thank you. There's also an ending, by the way, if you want to know. There's also a secret ending that I don't see that far everywhere. If you restart the game until you get to Stanley Parable 8, that's like also a secret ending. I was like, I had to do something for... Before we launch the game again, because we restart over and find a proper end, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna put in the properties of the launch options, basically console. So next time we launch the game, we basically get the console. Because there should be a secret ending related to that. How do we name the Stanley Parable 4? The danger of the train station. Yeah, the danger of the train station. Yeah, train stations are dangerous.
This is...
I can't jump anymore.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I need to open the console.
Is Stanley, without the bucket, really Stanley at all? No. No, surely not.
And how do you open the console? Huh? I did present the console. Huh. I thought you could do this. Or does this only work for the old Stanley Parable? Oh wow. I tapped? Or is it in the options? No. There is supposed to be a secret series ending. You basically type console in the launch options of Steam. You launch the game and then you're supposed to be open a cheat console. And in that cheat console you're supposed to put SV cheat 1. And then, you know, you get the series ending. But I think you can't do it? I assume? Because there's like no way to open the cheat console. So But I don't see it on the flowchart. So I don't see it like in a flowchart that people make of the game. I'll currently leave them back off. It's true, so if we go to the left, we have the broom closet. We have done the staircase. We have done the boss office. We tried the conference with the bucket. I don't think I did the conference with the bucket again. That's so. I never done that one.
As Stanley lifted his bucket, he felt a connection to all buckets everywhere. This adventure, he decided, was for all of them.
It's for all the buckets. Let's make this adventure count if it's for all the buckets in the world.
And entered the door on his left.
If it's for all the buckets in the world, guys, we make it count.
No one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was coming to a staircase. Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along?
This is a smart bucket.
Guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
The bucket knows all. The bucket is everything. You know, the bucket knows all. The bucket is everything. The bucket must be worshipped. The bucket is God. Is the bucket God?
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
I can't jump anymore.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
What would this room be, guys and girls? Never know.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs.
That one is not working.
Had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything...
Was that employee 528? That looks like employee 528. Yeah, 528 is not working. Huh. Fired. Oh.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Which person number will that mean? Well, it will be 601.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never! He
pirate, really?
the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one.
Oh, sorry guys for the yawning.
The bucket. But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment.
Guys, I don't see anything. Who put off the light?
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over?
Was it?
Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth. Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned.
You wanna watch a movie halfway through, then
with one another to
reverse it from the end to watch the other half.
To support. What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped?
I don't know, you tell me.
Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in
Yippee! You know something funny?
Stanley square in the face.
I found today, like, the Sekai movie online.
Even the facility itself,
and apparently that person who, like, recorded the Sekai movie had his phone out and filmed the whole movie in the cinema. But you know what's the crazy part? That guy filmed for 2 hours back to back, huh?
Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has
You know,
anything to say about
like
it.
imagine going to the cinema and for a full 2 hours, film the movie, and then keep it on your phone.
The bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now.
Is it that like thing, or is that like, am I too old for that? Don't understand.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Still, but I mean, to me it looks impressive that you can film a movie for 2 hours without losing a significant amount of storage on your phone and that sort of stuff, and not to think that your battery has to be on for 2 full hours. So, what for ending do we do now? You know what I feel like now? I feel like standing back for confusion time. Yeah. I think I've done most of them. Yeah, I know that you basically can watch the movie again. And that sort of stuff. But still.
What new mysteries lay in store for our bucket-loving heroes today? Let's find out.
The broom closet.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was no...
Never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No.
But yeah, true, like on the other hand, I really wanted to watch the Sakai movie. Because like the thing is, the Sakai movies of Project Sakai, it's in the first Hatsune Miku movie. And that sort of stuff, but you know, the worst part, it never came out in the Netherlands. And it probably is coming out like a Blu-ray or a DVD. And if it comes out, I will buy it, but like, you know how long that takes, probably.
He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
So yeah, like I really wanted to watch the Sakai movie.
In here,
said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Now pick up the phone,
said the bucket.
Pick up the phone, and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him. The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship.
So yeah, I could watch the movie now again when I want, but still.
Give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Take me back home with you.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate...
Where's my bucket? Where's my
I want
bucket?
to say
There's my bucket.
to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me. Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think, it can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do
Now it can
anything
talk.
else.
Just like you do in my head. Don't listen to the loud man.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time, it was me he took orders from. Me
You're
he
jealous.
trusted and listened to.
You're
Now,
jealous,
all he
narrator.
cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
Except me.
It's sad, but I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of...
On the other hand, it is sad because, like, a lot of people in real life.
The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? Like.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say?
Like, some people fall this far into depression.
More capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another. Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket.
But like narrator, you're jealous.
Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket? Oh no, I'm having feelings for the bucket. Oh, no. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes, the bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome
Narrator,
situation.
narrator, calm down. Narrator, do you want to talk about it? You know, like people say, I'm a good like therapist, a good psychologist. You want to talk about those feelings? I can see him that you're like confused, that they cause some like anger in you. So, you know, if you love the buckets, perfectly adorable. Like, you know, in this day and age, we don't judge. In this day and age, you can love anything you want. But like, it's a bucket still. It won't do anything to you, won't go away. But...
Stanley, give me the bucket. Give it to me. Give me the bucket, Stanley.
The bucket.
I need it. Give it to me now. Give it, or I'll...
You will make progress, narrator.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Where are my co-workers? Co-workers, co-workers, co-workers. Co-workers, 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 co-workers.
This, Stanley thought to himself, this is a bucket. And indeed it was.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest
and entered the door
on his left.
Wait, which one did they want to do? In the conference room.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office...
The broom closet!
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by... But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along?
The bucket knows everything. Worship the bucket. We all love the bucket. You don't need anything else. All you need is the bucket. Just think about the bucket. The bucket. The bucket. Bucket, 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 bucket,
Wait,
bucket.
Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again. The bucket said nothing.
The bucket said nothing because the bucket knows Stanley's a stupid bird. You can't say that. We can't say that on the internet. Can we say that on the internet?
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3 over and over and over.
Here, I spelled boop. I'm funny. I spelled boop.
Perhaps the bucket had missed something. Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3 repeatedly.
Okay, sorry that I tried to be funny and that it didn't work. I know that my tits are massive, but... maybe I should keep it with my own massive boobs.
No, said Stanley to the bucket. You can't go on yet. Not till you understand how much the number 3 means to me. You and I have been through so much together, and I just want you to see what I see. Feel the happiness I feel. He smiled at the bucket, and the bucket said nothing.
I took half of your boobs now. Why are they still here then? Huh? But I took half of your boobs now. If you wanted milk, you could have asked. I mean, you don't need to take my boobs.
Here we go, said Stanley. This time I'll really show you. He ran to the number 3 and began to wail on it like a musician on a beloved instrument, weaving a concerto.
Jockey milk.
of truth
Does my
and
boob give
passion.
jockey milk?
He wielded the number 3 like a fine artist would wield a paintbrush. He told stories through the number 3, stories of his dreams and hopes and fears. And the whole time, he looked to his bucket for a reaction of some kind.
But if you
Anything
wanted
to
milk
know
for
that
me,
the bucket
you know, you could have
appreciated what
asked.
he was doing.
You don't need to chop half my
The
boobs
bucket
off.
conveyed
Take it.
absolutely nothing at all.
I mean, I think you get
Only
something else too if you chop
Crushed
half my
by a wave
boob
of
off and take it.
rejection, Stanley returned to the elevator.
Warned you? Why am I warning you? I made a joke. Hey, babe. I made a joke. Here, look. I made a joke. Babe. By saying, like, you know, like, haha, I pressed boob, and Aurora didn't laugh, and she like said, I take half your tit now. I was like, if you want milk, you can ask. Why does nobody ever watches you, Elise? Yeah, no, I don't know.
Stanley and the bucket were
That's
so
life, babe.
close. They'd always been there for one another. Why suddenly could the bucket not connect with this passion of Stanley's? The question caused Stanley to ruminate the whole way down the elevator. He knew that there must be a
How's
way
babe
to
life?
get through to the bucket, to communicate fully with his dear friend. Surely there was a solution, mustn't there be? Said Stanley. I know what to do. I know how to fully express this feeling in my heart. He decided right then and there that he would hold a press conference where he would speak to the public on all matters relating to pressing the number 3.
Baby Shark, how
He
original.
would elaborate fully on what the number 3 meant to him and why he felt so alive when pressing it.
Baby
Then the
Shark
bucket would be
24/7,
able to
how
see his
original.
joy through the eyes of others. It would get to see the world react to this discovery of Stanley's. And it would be through the public eye
So?
that the bucket would finally
I
understand
mean, there's probably more people that like give my girlfriend to eat. So,
For months, he advertised and marketed his press conference, building excitement around it, developing and rehearsing it, until it couldn't be refined a single measure further.
you don't know what I do off stream with my girlfriend.
Stanley was
Huh?
as prepared as he'd ever been for anything in his life. This was it. One last chance to win the bucket
So,
over. One
I also don't think
opportunity
you
to
don't
share
want to
a
know what I'll
true
do with Rashi
connection
off
with
stream,
another.
but hey.
There was no one here. Nobody had come to the press conference to hear Stanley speak, to listen to him talk about what it really means to press the number 3 on a keypad over and over. He was unloved, uninteresting, he was a failure. And in that moment, Stanley knew that the bucket would never again take him seriously. There would be no connection, no deeper understanding.
But how's
The
life,
bucket
babe?
merely sat there in his arms, indifferent. And so it began that slowly, over many years, the two of them grew more and more distant. They spoke less and less, neither wishing to state the obvious, that any sense of real respect between them had eroded
EP
since
baby.
that day at the
I
press
go now,
conference.
mommy. Have a good night. Thank you for dropping by. See you next time.
No more
And have fun at school.
conversations about passion and
No, I'm
pursuit.
joking. Have a good night.
Silence that consumed the space between friends.
Have a good night, Aurora.
Stanley, having
There will
for
be no
once in his
school.
life discovered the warmth and comfort of true companionship, was cast back into the unremarkable normalcy of loneliness.
Let's start over and find the proper hand. What did I
How
do?
wonderful. Stanley was alone.
Finally, inner
This
peace.
is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted.
It's indeed what I wanted all along. Stupid narrator.
when Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors.
I noticed that like today I've been a lot to the right.
And Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee
then what?
lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Oh, well, look who's got cold feet. Sorry to break it to you, Stanley, but that lift isn't coming back. You'd best either get comfortable right here on this platform, or test your luck by jumping to the floor below. You know what? Looking at it now, it's not that far to the bottom floor. I bet you can make it. Whoops. Looks like I was wrong. How clumsy of me.
You're actually trying to convince people to take part in suicide.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Perhaps
he
he
had
simply missed a memo.
I
think after this I might do one more stream on this.
The bucket.
And that sort of stuff, and just go over every ending with the bucket and that sort of stuff different that I think I didn't do. Not sure. But I have to check.
Stanley clung the bucket to his cheek. Could his co-workers really all be gone?
So, like, I think I've done most of the game. And such stuff.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room. But Stanley had felt the...
Like, so far on the top of my head, I know that the 8 ball is like a thing. I know that the red door is something I didn't choose yet. And I think, besides listening to the phone normally, there's also something I didn't do yet.
Took the door on his left to go back
Hi, babe.
to the meeting room.
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere
Babe being
else.
shocked 24/7.
The cargo lift, yes. Go there.
Oh, well, look who's got cold feet. Well, from here, it looks like the only way forward is down, since the lift won't be coming back. But that's okay. You've got a bucket. Did you know that buckets are routinely used as cushioning devices? It's true. You can fall on a bucket from literally any height and survive.
I don't trust that.
Whoops. Looks like I was wrong. How clumsy of me.
Because if I look at like the flowchart for the Sunny Parable 2. Who's calling me? Hello?
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct? Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you for
headband.
contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
So, who's ordering card boxes in this area? Babe, keep ordering 1,000 card boxes per day. Why are you doing with so many card boxes, babe? Because like if I look like at like the flowchart that is made for the Sunny Parable, like we got the figurine ending which unlocked the epilogue, which also unlocked the reluctant ending. We've done the cold feed, we've done the dead basically, the monetized bucket, the recording that is if you go through the shaft. We've done the quiz show. Look, okay, I'm not gonna play this game for 4 hours. You know. I'm not gonna play the game for 4 hours and get this ending. Maybe I try to do it on like a different day or a random day. We've done both of these, Destroy Bucket and Confusion, but also we done the phone one, but we didn't like do like the work normal one. So that will be one we done not done the space. Technically we done not the normal death. Oh yeah, we done normal death. So we done the conference for both. And the calm, of course, we done that last time. We done the maintenance. We've done the broom closet. Now we've done the staircases. We've done the boss's office. Maybe I can, there's also one more to do with like, without the bucket. And we have done the elevator with the... No, we've done the memorial bucket, that's 3. And I think we then never turned off the power, or keep the power on. Silly birds and bombs. So, there's 4 endings, roughly. 4 more endings. Because these have we also done the sequel, the explode bucket, the test achievement. Because I got the test achievement, yeah. 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 Did you have a fun night out, babe? Let's go one more ending for today, and let's keep it at the confusion ending because I want to like hear the Sunny Parable music.
To the meeting room
The silly music.
perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna leave it at those 4 endings that I just named, and I'm not gonna look at the flowchart next time. And next time, I'm trying to gonna remember if we stream this again. I'm trying to gonna remember which endings I didn't do.
Walk straight ahead.
And I'm gonna try to do them all. And at the end, we're gonna look back to see if I've done them all. I think that's a fun stream idea, to see if I can remember all the endings that I've never done.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now, in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
You mean my left?
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right?
Yeah, I don't know.
What was I thinking?
Yeah, what were you thinking?
Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
What were you thinking?
Now, let's see. We went down, right,
Left, down, left, right. Right, up, down, left, B, B, A, A.
This story is absolutely, definitely this way. No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, who am I kidding?
Was that there? It was 2, 3, 4.
Now, the whole story completely unusable.
Is that like...
How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far.
No, don't restart. No.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm pretty sure I didn't miss a memo. I'm pretty sure.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Or did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the
Sorry, I broke one of the monitors.
Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you?
Yeah, you're the one who wrote the story. I only broke a monitor.
It was right here.
I didn't do anything else.
I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
I'm only broke a monitor. I didn't do anything else. Everyone knows what you did. They're just holding back to let you torture yourself. I like look. That I look American size and look pregnant now. I know, but that's like no torture. I chose that myself. I think sex is just so great, you know. I don't think I can live in another world without sex, but...
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever
Gay,
been
you're
on.
gay.
I can promise you, there definitely was a story here before.
I don't see a story.
Do we need to restart the game again?
Yeah, restart and go over again.
That we'll
Oh
ever
wait,
progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Can you restart me over, babe?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from.
I'm America's yay!
And see
That's
if we
also
missed
racist to
anything.
Americans. Oh, do I have to log back again? Apparently I have to exercise because I'm too fat.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story.
So,
let's head back
apology
the other way
for the
and
yawning.
retrace our steps. Now this, well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building.
This is an office building in the making.
Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yay!
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual...
I worked really hard.
Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
Girlfriend being gay.
I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Girlfriend being gay. Look, guys. This is the adventure line.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure.
It is the
Line.
Stanley Parable.
Just follow along.
I never noticed this. Actually, that it like says Stanley Parable 4, which version you are. Where's the music? I want the music.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story?
You can make your own destiny.
Moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize.
Who's making these, these lines?
You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Yay! Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Corporate imbalances, financial records, monetary ledgers, annual reviews, consolidation reports, departmental accounts, personal files, budget analysis.
Cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely.
You
and
sure?
remember
Voices
it
in my head?
carefully. You won't want to miss anything. Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ring? Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after
Hey,
we
look,
trusted
234 is like glitched.
everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore.
Hey, look, like, that one says back at 464. Oh, Can we have the music back?
What, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
I don't know, maybe if you're looking for the Stanley Parable, you shouldn't use the Stanley Parable 4 adventure line.
Exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
I want the music back, the music is funny.
Now,
Da da
yes,
da
this
da
is
da
exciting.
da
Just me
da
and
da
Stanley
da da
forging a
da
new
da
path,
da
a new
da.
story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
I don't think you're ready for it.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere at the place where we're trying to go.
No, I'm not going crazy. What are you talking about? Me crazy? No, I'm not crazy.
And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits. Oh, hold up, what's this?
Find the confusion engine schedule, narrator restarts the game, 50 restart, narrator will come out for previous restart. Charlie attempts to play the story was prevented, unable to go anywhere or do anything.
8 times?
The game restarts on its own, 6 restart, find the line again, begin following the line, find the identical replica of office does begin to deteriorate, attempt to make up a story here. Narrator restarts the game, 7th restart. There is no longer an office, simply black space, wander in the blackness, find the bookstore, get bored and leave, narrator restarts the game, 8th restart, the narrator is gone, after a long time, Stanley dies.
Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it.
Let's just see him music.
Do it. And the timer stopped?
It's funny, I think the timer always stops around at the same time.
Did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So...
I mean, you restart, that happened.
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree?
No.
I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey.
We're in the journey. You need to restart the game and then we're going to play the story, but it's not allowed.
That's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
I forgot the noises. Was I not able to play? Oh, look, the boxes.
Co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Ah, girlfriend. No, this is it.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
How's life, girlfriend?
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I missed, whoops.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
No, I'm gonna leave it here. I'm getting tired. It's been a long day for me and also so that sort of stuff. As said, I think it's a fun idea. Kind of bored outside, but I should be able to go home soonish enough. Why if you're bored outside, why don't you go home? Oh, that sort of stuff. Don't be bored outside. Don't be. But I was planning on leaving it here. I think it's a fun idea for the next one to see the last few endings that I didn't do. And see if I can remember them. And just to have a fun time seeing through this. So for the next one, I'm not gonna like, you know, take help in of like anything. So no like looking up like flowcharts, ending guides and that sort of stuff. I have to remember, and what happens in the next stream happens. That will also be the last one for Study Parable, I think. And that sort of stuff. So be aware for that. Look out. With that, I'm back with Elise, your goddess of reproduction, your goddess of fertility. As you can see, the pregnant VTuber on the internet. If you like what you see, I have a Discord down below and linked in the link tree down below. That link tree, you can find all my socials. In case you're watching this back on YouTube, it's at the bottom of the video description, or in my channel description not down below. And that sort of stuff. And Discord is the best place to stay up to date, talk to me and that sort of stuff. So if you really want to stay up to date, you can follow and join me there. Otherwise, all my other socials in there in case you want to check it out. And with that, I'm saying, have a wonderful night, have a wonderful week. I might see you all in the next stream. Bye. Bye.